Welcome to this gripping story of love, loss, and shocking discoveries. What happens when a billionaire woman stumbles upon her long-lost daughter in the most unexpected place? Stay tuned till the end to find out. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never missed an amazing story. Catherine DeVille, a self-made billionaire and CEO of DeVille Enterprises, stared out of her office window. The city skyline stretched before her, but her mind was elsewhere, on the past, on the daughter she lost 18 years ago. The pain never faded, not even with her massive success, countless awards, or luxurious life. If anything, the emptiness grew deeper. Her assistant, Rachel, entered with her daily schedule. "Ma'am, you have a gala tonight at the Grand Royale Hotel. It's a fundraiser for orphaned children." Catherine's chest tightened at the word orphan. Her own child, stolen from her arms at just 6 months old, had grown up without her. Was she safe? Was she even alive? Pushing away her emotions, Catherine nodded. "Fine. Have the car ready by 7. That night, as she stepped into the gala, Catherine wore a dazzling emerald gown and a diamond necklace, her presence commanding the room. But beneath the glamour, her heart ached. She would give up all her wealth just to hold her daughter again. Fate, however, had something unexpected planned for her. The hotel was extravagant, with chandeliers casting golden light over the guests. Waiters moved swiftly, serving champagne and hors d'oeuvres. Catherine, lost in thought, barely noticed when a young waitress passed by her table. But something about the girl made her pause. The waitress had honey-brown eyes and soft features that sent a shiver down Catherine's spine. But what truly froze her was the pendant hanging from the girl's neck, a simple silver pendant with an engraved star. Catherine's breath hitched. The pendant was identical to the one she had given her daughter before she was stolen. Her hands trembled as she whispered, "Excuse me." The waitress turned, her eyes meeting Catherine's, and in that moment Catherine knew. Coming next. This story is just getting started. What will happen next? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next thrilling chapter. Catherine's heart pounded as she stared at the pendant hanging from the waitress's neck. It was exactly like the one she had given her baby all those years ago. The young waitress hesitated under Catherine's intense gaze. Do you need something, ma'am?" she asked politely. Her voice, it was soft but strong, familiar yet foreign. Catherine swallowed the lump in her throat. "What's your name?" she asked, trying to keep her voice steady. The waitress glanced at her name tag. "Lena," she said. "Lena Carter." Lena. Catherine's world tilted. That was the name she had chosen for her daughter before she was stolen. Coincidence? Or fate? Before Catherine could ask anything else, another waiter called Lena over to help with a tray of drinks. She gave Catherine a small smile and rushed off. Catherine sat frozen. This wasn't just some strange coincidence. She needed to know more. She grabbed her assistant, Rachel, who was mingling with guests. "Find everything you can about that girl. Her full name, background, everything." Rachel looked confused, but nodded. "Right away, ma'am." Catherine's hands clenched into fists. If Lena was really her daughter, nothing in this world would stop her from getting her back. The next morning, Rachel walked into Catherine's office with a folder. "I found some information on Lena Carter," she said. Catherine's hands trembled as she opened the file. Lena Carter, 18 years old, grew up in foster care, no record of biological parents. Catherine's breath hitched. Foster care, no record of parents. It all made sense. Lena wasn't just any girl. She was her daughter. Tears burned Catherine's eyes, but she wiped them away. Crying wouldn't help. She needed proof. There was only one way to be sure. A DNA test. She grabbed her coat. "Call my driver. I'm going to that restaurant." Rachel hesitated. "Are you sure this is the best way to—" Catherine shot her a look. "I lost my daughter once. I won't lose her again." With that, she stormed out. Catherine arrived at the restaurant, her heart pounding. She had spent years searching for her daughter, but now that she might have found her, fear gripped her. What if Lena refused to believe her? What if she had a life Catherine wasn't part of? Shaking off her doubts, she walked in. Lena was at the counter, jotting down an order. Catherine approached. "Lena." The girl turned, surprised. Oh, it's you again. Catherine hesitated, then forced a smile. Do you have a moment? I'd like to talk. Lena glanced at the busy restaurant. I'm on my shift, but maybe later? Catherine nodded. I'll wait. For the next 2 hours, Catherine sat in a corner, watching Lena. Her movements, her mannerisms. It was like looking at a reflection of her younger self. When Lena's shift ended, she walked over. All right, ma'am, what's this about? Catherine took a deep breath. Your pendant. Where did you get it? Lena's fingers touched the small silver star. I've had it forever. It's the only thing I have from before. Catherine's throat tightened. Before? Lena hesitated. Before foster care. I don't know who gave it to me. I don't remember my real parents. Catherine's heart shattered. She had been out there alone, with no one to tell her where she came from. She reached into her bag and pulled out an identical pendant. Because I gave it to you, she whispered, before you were taken from me. Lena's eyes widened. What? I think you're my daughter, Lena. The girl laughed in disbelief. This is some kind of joke, right? No, Catherine said firmly. I need a DNA test to prove it. Please, Lena, let me do this. Lena stared at her, emotions flickering across her face. Confusion, hope, fear. Finally, she nodded. Okay. Catherine exhaled shakily. This was it. She was one step closer to the truth. 2 days later, Catherine sat in her office, the DNA results in her hand. Her hand shook as she opened the envelope. 99.9% match. Tears spilled down her cheeks. Lena was her daughter. Without wasting another second, she grabbed her phone and called Rachel. Find Lena, now. Rachel had already anticipated this. She's at the diner. Catherine didn't wait. She rushed out of the office, arriving at the restaurant within minutes. Lena was sitting outside, sipping a soda. She looked up as Catherine approached. Well? She asked, her voice tight. Catherine sat across from her and placed the DNA results on the table. Lena hesitated before picking up the paper. As her eyes scanned the words, her breath hitched. I don't understand, she whispered. You're my daughter, Catherine said, her voice breaking. I've been looking for you for 18 years. Lena's hands trembled. But why? How did I end up in foster care? Catherine clenched her fists. You were stolen. I don't know by who, but I swear I never abandoned you. Lena stared at her, tears welling in her eyes. I don't know what to say, she whispered. You don't have to say anything, Catherine said softly. Just let me be in your life. Lena wiped her eyes. I need time. Catherine nodded. Take all the time you need, just don't shut me out. Lena exhaled shakily. Okay. It wasn't the reunion Catherine had dreamed of, but it was a start. Catherine sat in her mansion's study, staring at an old file, the police report from the night Lena was stolen. For years, investigators had found nothing. No ransom note, no witnesses, no leads. But now that she had found Lena, Catherine had one last question haunting her. Who took her daughter? And why? Her phone buzzed. Rachel. Ma'am, I found something, Rachel said. Lena's foster records show she was left at a hospital anonymously. But there's more. Catherine's grip tightened. Tell me. Rachel hesitated. The name on the hospital admission was Margaret Carter. Catherine's heart stopped. Margaret Carter, her former nanny. Memories crashed over her. Margaret had worked for her when Lena was a baby. She had been kind, caring, extremely attached to Lena. Could she have been the one who took her? I need her address, Catherine said, her voice sharp. Rachel sent it immediately. Catherine wasn't going to wait. Later that evening, Catherine knocked on the door of a small, run-down house. The door creaked open, revealing an elderly woman with tired eyes. Margaret Carter. The woman's eyes widened. Catherine! Catherine pushed inside. Where is she? She demanded. Where's Lena? Margaret's face fell. You found her. Catherine clenched her fists. You took her from me. Tears welled in Margaret's eyes. I had no choice. No choice. Catherine's voice cracked. You stole my baby. Margaret collapsed onto the couch, her body shaking. Your husband, he told me to do it. Catherine froze. What? Margaret sniffled. He ordered me to take her and disappear. He said she would ruin everything for him. Catherine's blood ran cold. Her ex-husband, Charles DeVille, he had always been cold, ambitious, but to do this... Margaret continued, I couldn't raise her myself, so I left her at a hospital, hoping she'd find a good home. She looked up, guilt-ridden. I'm sorry. Catherine's entire world shattered. Her own husband had taken her child away. She turned on her heel. I don't need your apology. She only needed justice. Catherine wasted no time. She filed charges against Charles DeVille. The media exploded with the scandal, and within weeks, he was arrested. But justice wasn't enough. Catherine had to repair the years lost with Lena. One afternoon, she invited Lena to her estate. Lena hesitated at the grand entrance, her arms crossed. This is a lot. Catherine smiled softly. It's just a house. What matters is that you're here. Lena bit her lip. I still don't know how to feel about all this. I know, Catherine said, and I won't rush you, but I want to be in your life, whether it's in a mansion or a tiny diner. Lena studied her. You'd come to the diner? Catherine laughed. Of course, I'll even wash dishes if I have to. For the first time, Lena smiled. All right, she said, let's take this one step at a time. Catherine reached out, and this time, Lena didn't pull away. She let her mother hug her. Years had been stolen from them, but they had a future to build. Together. What a journey of love, loss, and reunion. Would you forgive someone who stole years from you? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an incredible story.